Experience Documentary 2018. This documentary will explain you something about petrochemicals, very interesting, to the globalization until today, what's happening with the petrochemics, what are the most used, and this is going to be very interesting. So, let's join us.
My name is Diego Andrade, and I am expert of globalization. Globalization is a process which political, social, and cultural or other organization develop influences.
Hi, my name is Miguel, and I am an expert of hydrocarbons. The history says that globalization started when Christopher Columbus discovered America. But we have another theory.
Well, the Vikings theory says that some of the architecture built in America is similar to one found in Greenland, with wood and steel. Also, the Aztec legend of Quetzalcoatl says that a white beard and tall man born between the Aztecs.
This man was also represented like snake with feathers. In the Vikings culture, there were a lot of tools that have a snake as a symbol.
At the same time, Vikings were excellent metal workers. They crafted some works in their swords and bows. Also, the Aztecs were excellent metal workers because their precious stones in their jewelry. With all this evidence we have, we can say that the Vikings theory is the most believable theory we have nowadays.
On the other hand, we have the prehistory. This one is the one when the Spanish people came to Mexico to conquer us.
Some important people that were involved in the discovery to America were Christopher Columbus, Isabel I of Castilla, and Ferdinand of Aragon. The story says that Christopher Columbus was an Italian explorer that wanted to go to India. He asked the Portugal kings for financing the journey to India. The kings of Portugal denied the idea because he didn't have a lot of information of his travel. After that, Christopher Columbus went to the Catholic kings, Isabel I de Castilla and Ferdinand of Aragon. They didn't accept Colum's idea until the third time he proposed the idea.
Christopher Columbus did his journey with 3 boats, one now and 2 caravels. La Niña, La Pinta, and La Santa Maria.
When Christopher Columbus arrived in an island, they named the island San Salvador. But Colón said he was on the Indies. He also named Juana, is the actual Cuba, and La Española, actual Haiti.
In the second trip, Colón bring church people for spread the religion, Catholic. This is the religion we practice nowadays.
In the third trip, Colón stepped for the first time in the American continent. But in this trip, the kings of Spain sent someone to capture Cristobal Colón and bring him back to Spain because of the bad treatment to the people and the bad uses of the resources.
These changes were important because it changed our religion to polytheism to Catholicism. Also, it changed our language. For any language we speak in Mexico, it changed to Spanish. We also have a little change in the accent with the Spanish people.
The Spanish people last 865 days approximated to get into Tenochtitlan. This was a lot of time, but thanks to technological advances, this time has been reduced in a big amount.
The most important technological advances occurred in the Industrial Revolution.
Some technological advances were steam vapor machine in trains, industry, and boats. All these advances came from a necessity to work rapidly and easy, also a necessary of transport rapidly.
Countries start to import and export with other countries. With this, the countries start to have a competitive spirit between them and start to have an interaction between countries.
For all this, it came globalization between countries and their interactions they did while selling or offering their products.
After this, it came the changes in transport stemmed from petroleum or petrochemics.
In Mexico, the use of petrochemics started with the President López Portillo by selling and importing other products, but the use of the train was since President Porfirio Díaz.
Hey, nowadays we live in a world where petrochemics are very important in terms of transportation, products, and economy, including Mexico.
The petroleum is a hydrocarbon origin for fossil fuels, mixture with organic compounds, principally hydrocarbons, that can solute in water. It is produced from the earth's interior by transforming organic matter accumulated in the fossil traps. Then we extract from the perforation of the earth crust.
The natural gas production per year is 5,880.68 million barrels per day.
Natural gas is a lighter fraction of hydrocarbons.
The oil production in Mexico is around 2,173.65 millions of barrels per day. And the total liquefied petroleum gas per year is 160.10 million barrels per day.
Some hydrocarbons are kerosene, asphalt, crude oil, and natural gas.
Liquid petroleum is known as a crude oil to distinguish from refined oil.
Asphalt is a solid form of hydrocarbons.
VOC, best known as volatile organic compounds, are substances that contain carbon. These ones can be easily converted into gases.
Some examples of hydrocarbons are alkenes, alkanes, esters, alcohols, aromatics, and others.
The properties of all these hydrocarbons are
Alkanes are nonpolar substances. Also, they have a low boiling point and they have an individual single bond.
most alcohols are colorless liquids. Also, the boiling point of alcohols are higher than alkanes. The exposure to hydrocarbons could be by inhalation, ingestion, or thermal exposure.
Inhalation is associated with central nervous system depression, metabolic acidosis, and arrhythmia.
Metabolic acidosis is when the body produces excessive quantities of acids.
Arrhythmia is an irregulation in the heart where the heartbeat goes slow or goes faster.
Chemicals in Mexico stopped 25 years. This generated that 70% of petrochemicals were importation of other parts in the world. This was said by Mario Benedetto, General Director of the National Assembly of Chemical Industry.
But in the other hand, the growth of petrochemical products in Mexico grew from $18 billion to $37 billion, including importation.
So now, this is of interest of everyone. We use petrochemics every day of our life, or almost every day, but we are not seeing it. Where? You may be asking, where, Roberto, where? Well, we use it in the plastic bags. The plastic bags have petrochemics that are petroleum, and this is highly contaminated. So now you are going to see our proposal. Hello everyone, welcome to this new part of the documentary, the Experience Documentary 2018. Right now we're going to see how to make an impact in our community about plastic bags. You know, this is a real problem. Petrochemics are very dangerous for the environment, and we're going to change this. Thank you for synchronizing us again, and let it rip.
Guys, we were walking right here, and we find a lot of trash. So look at this, man. There are a lot of plastics, bottles. This is not good, man. This is not good.
I am here working with my cameraman, and I cannot believe what I am seeing here. It's unbelievable. Come on, here, camera. Look, these plastic bags with petrochemics inside. You know how dangerous, how toxic is this? Please, people. Sometimes, yes, the government take our taxes and whatever you want, but this is of us. This is in our part. Hey, camera, come on. Look, people, come on, look this. Look all this. Here. It's near my house. It's near your house. It's near our house. It's near Mexico's house. We need to take serious thinkings about this. We need to reflection, and we need to do something about it.
Well, we are here in the Fresco, and why we are here? Well, we are very worried about the extremely use of the plastic bags. So we are going to see what is happening. We are going to do some interviews to some different people. So foresee what they think about the plastic bags. So come on, follow me, man.
We are still here. A security person just see us and she think maybe we're something wrong, but we are just going to revolve the truth. You look, all these plastic bags. We can use a lot more materials to hold that. Oh, my cameraman, that's not being my camera right now, is showing something. Oh man, the security person is still there, right?
Yes.
Look. There are a lot. We need to change this on our culture. ¿Usted cuántas bolsas de plástico usa al día para empacar cosas?
Serán unas 500.
¿Unas 500? Muchas gracias.
Well, as you see, they use about 500 plastic bags in about, I don't know, 8 hours. There is so much plastic bags, and that is bad. So we need to do a change now, fast. Well, now we are going to Superama because we can record very well by the security. So we expect that in Superama we can make good recordings. Thanks.
Yeah. Right now we are outside of Superama. You can see. We are recording this outside because in Fresco they told us that we can't record, and 2 cops come and told, hey, delete that recording. It was very bad. And yes, if you're asking, we walk of Fresco to Superama, and yes, we want to die. To make the same experiment that we do in Fresco, maybe there we can do some interviews to the people that are buying stuff, and obviously to the cashiers and that, to maybe see and do some conclusions about that, and we will tell you our proposal for this type of excessive use of plastic bags. So if you want to join me, I have just come from Superama and I have this taste in the mouth that it is not sweet, but it is not bad. Very fast, I will tell you that I am very disappointed with the humanity. When we ask to the cashier how many bags of plastic they use in one turn, in one day, in 8 hours, they told us 200 plastic bags in one supermarket in Fresco. And then we go to Superama and they told us 400 bags. Just one person, just 8 hours in one day. Now let's take that there is around 10 cashiers. If you do the math, if you go to more supermarkets like Walmart, Bodega Herrera, and all these supermarkets that are in Querétaro, you will be at. So what's our proposal? You may ask right now, because we are just talking about plastic bags and we're not telling you anything. Our proposal is very easy. It's for you, it's for me, it's for everyone. If you have one bag, one eco bag, you know this that are for wool. If you fill one with all your things, you can have a 5% of discount. And you go like that. Why? Because here we're just attacking two problems of the society. One is the money, that all the people need money, and so we're helping you to save. And the other one is the environment. When we are giving you these chances, you are saving two things. So yeah, it may be the best proposal you ever heard.
Thank you for watching us. Hope you like it.
Thank you for joining us in this experience.
We hope that you learned something.
Thanks for everything.
¿Puedes mandar un saludo al ISQ, por favor?
Sí, claro. Con mucho cariño al ISQ. Un saludo con aprecio. Muchas gracias.
Gracias. Hasta luego.
Gracias.
Un gusto. Hasta luego.
Una más, no sea mal.